I want to hear this story about this time I went to the tunnel and got snuffed. Stay for the end of the story. So it's 1992, and the tunnel is the shit. And like we always do, right? Because at this particular moment in time, I'm living in Far Rockaway. The dudes would get all together, and we would be like, "Yo, we going Friday night. Everybody be at the train station at this time, and look for each other so you know what car we was in, right?" So we used to always bring like a little bottle. Those that drank, we were pregame because drinks were crazy. So we on the A train coming from Far Rockaway pre-gaming and doing the regular shit, snapping, goofing on each other. So now we getting close to the tunnel. We get off on 23rd Street. We all talking. I'm talking to my man Steve, and Steve is telling me, yo, like we already plotting for like breakfast, right? Because there's dudes with us that never got money. And some of y'all know what I'm talking about. And then there's dudes who like to run out on the fucking bill and leave me to pay the shit. Right? Okay. So we already talking about, yo, like at the end of the night, we're gonna get a booth. Boom. All right. And if you're privy to this, you knew that when you was on 23rd Street, you knew you can cut into those buildings on like 10th Avenue to cut through the buildings. I think there was two blocks of that, and it led you into the Chelsea projects. Okay, Chelsea projects. So I don't want to go in on Chelsea projects, but Chelsea projects is a very, very conservative New York City housing projects. You don't really hear about things happening there, but things do happen there. I'm just saying. That's how conservative it is. Like shit pops off. All right. So did I tell you there was 10 of us? All right. So there's 10 of us, and as we're on, what is this? We're like on like a fucking 11th Avenue, and as we're walking down 11th Avenue, I peeped that there's mad dudes on the corner of 23rd and 11th Avenue. So mind you, I see all these dudes on the corner. My spidey sense tingle, and it's telling me, yo, some shit's gonna pop off. Son just told me, yo, some shit's gonna pop off. Don't know what it was, just a feeling. So as we get close to the group, I'm staring down this 6'2" dude because he's made eye contact with me, and I don't break stare with nobody. I don't give a shit. And if you got a problem with that, then you got a fucking problem with that. So I'm staring this dude down because we locked in. We are locked in. I'm not turning my head. He looks at me. He goes, "What?" And I said, "What's the problem?" He snuffs me. Okay. I take a knee. All my boys surround me. They're like, "Yo, Ron, what's up? What's going on?" One of my boys says, "What you want to do?" I look at my boy and I said, "There's nothing we can do, bro. I just got to eat it. We got to have to just take it. It's a wrap. Like, there's too many of them. We'll be washed." Like, we really just wanted to go clubbing. Mind you, I'm in the club with a swollen cheek. I got a little bit of a speed knot in my eye. And to some of these women, because this is when like hip hop was coming back, right? We went through a house phase where there was a lot of house music, whatnot. So this is hip hop coming back. Hip hop is coming back at full storm at the tunnel. So mind you, I'm there. I got a little speed knot and a swollen cheek, and I'm probably the most attractive dude in the fucking club. So this is the era of when girls wanted a little roughneck. Right? Got a little roughneck. Dip, dip. Right? MC Light, that was her shit. So now we in the club. And we in there and I got the swollen cheek and the little speed knot and girls is like, "Oh my God, you look cute." Da, 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 da. Mind you, a week before, maybe 2 weeks before, I run into this chick. I don't want to say her name, but I run into a chick and she's wearing a mink coat, a Sergio Tacchini suit, and she's wearing Air Max. Right? Air Max was just like, they was out at the time. She was looking cute. She had the bob cut and the door knocker earrings and shit. She was looking hella fly. On this particular night, I see this chick. I think it's that shorty, right? So I go up to the shorty and I smack on her ass. It wasn't her. It wasn't her. It was a whole other chick, a whole other Spanish chick, and a whole other Spanish chick with a bunch of black chicks from Brooklyn. So shorty turns around. She goes, "Yo, you smacked my ass?" I say, "Yeah, my bag. I thought you were somebody else." She says, "Well, you gotta reap the consequences of that shit. You can't just be out here smacking bitches in the ass." So she smacks me. In smacking me, we end up becoming cool, right? Because she starts going to the club and we start seeing each other and it just starts to become a head nod. And then I buy her a drink and I apologize again. We exchange numbers. We end up having a little bit of a summer fling, right? That fling, nothing really transpired out of that. She starts messing with one of the dudes I know from my area. It's all good. That's how life works. Life just be lifing and you just gotta accept it. Okay, back to the eye jammy. So I get this eye jammy. We on our way home, right? First we go to the diner. That shit was a fucking trip. At the diner, everybody's tripping. They were like, "Yo, Ron got snuff. I can't believe you fucking stood. You should have went home. Yo, you should go to the hospital. You should go to the hospital, son. You might have a concussion." This is what's going on. Mind you, I get home. And when I get home, everybody's sleeping because I'm walking in. It's like 6 in the morning. Okay? I wake up. My mother has breakfast on. My sister's in the living room watching something on the television. I don't know what the fuck it was. It could have been Little House on the Prairie for all I know. So she's watching something on the TV. And when I come out, my eyes even worse, right? Even more swollen, and my cheek is swollen. And my mother goes, "Didn't you go clubbing yesterday?" And I say, "Yeah." She goes, "Why does it look like you had a fucking fight?" I said, "Well,